Yo, what's going on guys, Ranked here. Hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. Today we are finally back on the streets of Solana, man. It's been a little too long. Today I'm bringing you guys part 2 of my 1 to 10 soul challenge. You guys absolutely killed part 1 and it means so much to me. I really do appreciate all the support. So a little recap of last episode, we finished up the episode with 1.6 soul in the wallet and 2 lost line NFTs. So I called lost lines at 0.5 and they ended up pumping to 1.9. They were both common, so I listed up for 0.8 soul and then went to sleep, which I really need to stop doing. Because during my slumber, these pumped to 1.9, man. I swear I can never sell at the top to save my life. But hey, a W still a W, so I ended up with 3.1 soul in my wallet after episode 1. Alright, so now that that's out the way, I can show you guys the couple of plays I made. I took some rough L's and I made some nice W's, so let's get right into it.
It's go time.
So the first play I made for this episode was Lost Business Club. I ended up minting a premium access card, which I was pretty hyped for. So holding one of these cards, you get a virtual estate in the Loft's metaverse. There's 3 different types of access cards: standard, premium, and exclusive. Luckily, I was able to get the premium access card. After mint, the premium access cards were at 7 soul. But I saw a lot of good stuff about this project. A lot of big influencers were also investing into this project as well. So in my head, I thought that these were going to make a little run and I was going to be able to sell for that around 10 Solana range, which I was hoping to end the series with. To be honest, I fumbled the bag and did not end up selling at 7 soul. A lot of people in the Solana space honestly look for quick flips, which is 100% understandable, but this is more of a long-term hold and people do not have patience in this space. So they released a demo like a week or 2 back, and honestly the demo was pretty solid. Compared to what a lot of projects are looking like, I was really impressed with what Lofts had brought to the table. So when they announced that the demo was coming, these did again pump to around that 6 soul range. And honestly, I was really impressed by the demo, and I saw a lot of people were as well. So seeing that everyone was impressed, I really thought that a lot of people were going to keep pushing that price and it would cause people to buy more. But boy, was I wrong. People were realizing that this project is more of a long-term hold, and that caused a lot of people to panic sell to try to secure their little bag. So the price dumped again and the premiums got to around a floor price of like 2 Solana. I really wanted to hold this bag because I know the potential this project has, but I had to sit back and think, this is a flipping challenge. I need to flip, get rid of this stuff, and gain that extra liquidity. So after they released their white paper V2 and it honestly looked really impressive, I unfortunately did have to sell for 3.37. So mint was 1.5, so I probably made a nice little 1.75 soul after fees, which you can't complain about. So after selling my Lost card, I was sitting nicely at around 5 soul. But then things took a little turn for the worse.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So I bought a whitelist token for CryptoStraps for 0.5 soul, and the play was to sell these tokens in the middle of their mint. If you guys did not know, CryptoStraps did have an insane mint price at like 4 Solana. So that night, the tokens did pump to like 0.7 to 0.8. But my plan was to get out around that 1 Solana range to try to get a nice little 2x. And I went to sleep 0.2 in the green. For some reason, the one time I don't list while I'm asleep, the project absolutely dumps.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
So I end up just dumping the whitelist token for 0.1. So we end up taking a 0.4 soul loss there. Alright, so next project we got up is the Meta Ape Elite Club. I think public mint on these was around 1.7 to 1.8, don't get me wrong. And I bought 2 off secondary for around 1.075, I think it was. So as you see with that 0.6 floor right now, it's not looking too hot. These honestly have been fluctuating from that 0.6 to 0.9 range in the past 24 hours. And I honestly do believe that this project can get back to that mint price. And like I said, I did buy well under that mint, so I'm not looking too bad right now. I do see the floor pumping once the dev team start implementing some of that utility in their roadmap. And as you see, an SMB owner completely whaled into this project and bought 64 of them, which is crazy. I just absolutely pray that they do not dump on us, man. But I do see this project having potential, so I'm going to give it a week or 2 just to see where it goes. Next thing that I minted was the most degen thing I've probably ever minted in my life. I minted a galactic snake egg. Guys, do not think that I dropped like a Solana on this. The mints were like 0.1. I ended up minting 4 of them. Currently, people are actually deciding to take a loss on a 0.1 soul mint, which is crazy to me. This project did have same day staking, so I was hoping that that would get these to at least pump to that 0.2, but I think that the supply was a little too high to do that. And obviously Solana paper hands just love losing money. So like I said, I did mint 4 and I'm sitting on 3 right now. I did sell 1 for like 0.14. But yeah, I love that like $2 in profit. Great. You know, like I said, I'm not too pressed about these. If I just want to floor them, I can sell them for like a $2-3 loss. No big deal. Doesn't really bother me. All right, so the next project we got is Psycho Cats, another completely degen play. This was a free mint though, so honestly, can you blame me? I think I paid like 0.06 in fees. It's only like $6, so not too bad. And then I sold those 4 Psycho Cats for a combined 0.36 Solana. So yay, another like $4 gain. I'm absolutely killing this challenge. But to be honest, Psycho Cats and Galactic Snake Eggs were probably the most pointless mints ever, but you know, we're just not gonna talk about it anymore. We're just gonna stop there. The degen blood was flowing through some of my veins. I'm not gonna lie. When I decided to pick up 2 of these guys right here, I picked up these Marshies. When I picked them up, I heard that they had a big announcement coming, and that announcement ended up being breeding, so it wasn't that big of an announcement, unfortunately. I did get in on these around 0.2, so if I do decide to floor them, I'm not taking that big of a loss, which is why I kind of took the risk on these. And they also did decide to drop staking, which I thought would help the project a little bit. Pumped it to around 0.25, but then it honestly fell back pretty quick. Honestly, after locking in and really trying to focus on this 1 to 10 soul challenge this past week, I do understand why people lose money when it comes to the 1 to 10 soul, 10 to 100 soul challenges. That is when the inner degen comes out and you go for plays like these that are just like, what the hell are they? A lot of people try chasing pumps within this space, and that is not how you make money. Chasing pumps will get you burned. And nothing against Marshies, I honestly did go for these because the buy-in was so cheap. And honestly, at the moment, the 1 to 10 soul portfolio is not looking too hot, but we're not at that much of a loss. So I mean, it's not a big deal. Technically, we're up from the last video, so we're heading in the right direction. Alright, so the next thing I picked up was the Gen 2 Meta Dragos. As you see, this team does have 2 collections, so they do know what they're doing. This team is experienced. And the original project is honestly doing pretty well with a 6.7 floor, with the average sale price in the past 24 hours of about 7.4. So I bought into the Gen 2 at 1.3, and I'm honestly not mad about that because I have gotten a few whitelist opportunities through this project, as well as some pretty good alpha calls. So like I said, I've gotten a few whitelists in the past couple days, so honestly this project is going to end up paying for itself if the mints that I got whitelist for do well. In the past 24 to 40 hours, these were fluctuating around a 0.9 to 1 soul, and again, they took a little dip, but with the market being so volatile now, especially with everything that's going on in the world, it's understandable. That's why I'm not too pressed about these floor prices dropping, because I still do believe in the team at the end of the day. And I know that a lot of these floor prices for even a lot of these big projects are just because of the big bear market that we're currently in. Alright, so the last project that I have in my wallet right now is Moondusa. Bought these at 0.85, which is basically the current floor. So these were selling for around 1 to 0.4 last night. So seeing that they had dropped like a 0.7 to 0.8, I did decide to buy in. So when I picked up right here, man, I like the red eyes, gold teeth, gold chain. This looked pretty cool to me. So that is currently everything that we have in our wallet. I almost did forget to mention that I did make a quick play last night. You guys did not know Astros did come out. And honestly, I think this project is so dope, man. We sold out a 10K collection at 2 soul in literally like 30 minutes. So that is ridiculous. They have so much money to make some big moves. The big man himself, Shaquille O'Neal, big 3-4, hand-picked the team for this project, so I guarantee you this team knows what they're doing. I'm definitely going to end up picking some of these up for the main wallet. I just know, hey, we're in the Solana space. After that first night, these are going to dip a little bit, which they did. So I minted for 2 soul and end up selling for 3.7. Nice little 1.6 gain after fees. But yeah, that's basically it. We're currently sitting at 3.17 floor value, and that's what a lot of these projects currently dipping right now. And these projects honestly have been fluctuating so much. Like there'll be some listings, they get swept, some more listings. So that's why I'm not too pressed about the current floor value I have. For all these projects in my wallet currently, except for Marshies, I am probably going to hold them for the next couple of days just to see how their market moves. I didn't do a lot of research on Marshies before buying, but these other projects, I know that the dev team can deliver. I know with time that they will.